All right, so here's the setup. I'm trying to teach you how how metering works. I have intentionally had a very well lit subject with a very dark background, and hopefully this will help you understand how this works. So the subject is the ship, the background is as dark as I could get it, and I'm going to use the live mode on this camera to demonstrate how this works. So first I'm going to take a shot with metering on the default. And the default's just what it is. When the settings are all reset, it always goes back to the same setting. And I want the lights out of it. So I'm going to take this picture. And it kind of looks okay. You see some of the detail in the background. And I may have to show you this in post, but I'm going to try to describe what I'm seeing when I look at the preview of this. So when I look at the preview of the shot, I see detail in the back kind of comes through. And I'm going to zoom in. I just have to see where that zoom button is. But when you get really close to the subject, the problem is that everything on the subject is overexposed. Now, the reason for that is the camera is making a decision on how much light to let in and what the exposure will be based on evaluating the entire scene. So what I want to do is I want the subject to be properly exposed and not the whole picture. So basically, I have to go into my eye menu and look at this, which is the metering settings. The default metering settings is matrix metering, and that just means that it's looking at the whole scene, making a decision on how to expose based on calculating how the whole scene is, trying to find the proper middle. You have two other options, center weighted, which is kind of a rough center average, or spot metering, which is basically whatever's in the middle, whatever's in your focus ring, that's what's going to be deciding how the camera exposes. So I'm going to go ahead and use the spot metering for the second shot. And same situation, same lighting. I'm going to point straight at the subject and see the difference in results. Now, even with this, without seeing the final photo, you can see real clearly that the shot is a lot darker around the ship. And so basically, if you ever see a situation where the subject is lit differently, and you want to control how this camera decides to expose the shot, you're going to choose a different one besides matrix metering. So hopefully this helps you understand what that's doing for your shots. Thank you.